The Adina Mascot building is a $20 million project undertaken by Taylor Construction. Senior Project Manager Doug Woods says there are many advantages to using precast flooring.
If we can prefabricate concrete wall panels and floor panels, it saves a lot of on-site labour. So, obviously speed of construction is what we're after, and they get a great benefit with precast. Safety is I guess increased, or potential for hazards are reduced because there's less labour on site.
Speed of construction has significant flow-on benefits to the builder and therefore the client.
It's going to save you money through the concrete, the reinforcement, but more particularly it's the secondary savings that are going to give you the advantage. It's the savings that come from finishing the job sooner, which is often underrated. It's going to save you money by having less waste on site, less manpower on site. So it's not unusual for us to offer time savings in the order of, say, 6 to 8 weeks on a mid-rise multi-residential project.
Using precast, the number of crew on site can be less than a third of a conventional pour.
But where we have maybe 8 men on site, the conventional formwork for the same deck would be probably 3 or 4 times that over a longer period.
And the benefits can start well before the build even begins and continue to the very end of construction.
Once you've got that process going, let's say Ultrafloor, for example, they'll design the formwork system, and the reinforcement basically takes that off our consultant's plate. So that's a good benefit in itself.
The beams are made in a controlled factory setting, offering a safe work environment and quality control, where they're not at the mercy of the weather.
We've got 14 different beam profiles that we slide form. So we run out strand, which we then pre-stress. And then we batch our own concrete here on site and run it through the slide former. Some of it's accelerated curing. And then we cut it with our automatic concrete saw and lift it off with hydraulic lifting grabs.
Once complete, the delivery has to be on time.
One of our installers, which are spread throughout Australia, will go and do a site measure. Then they'll fill out a project cutting schedule for each individual load. From that time, we work on a 3-day turnaround to have the job delivered. One of our biggest jobs in recent times was in Cairns. We delivered 74 B-double loads all the way to Cairns on time.
The beams are delivered according to the schedule in the order needed, eliminating double handling or on-site storage. This creates less clutter and a safer site. The beams are installed to plan in their allotted places. Infill is installed, gaps filled, and the floor is ready for the pour. Moving through the lower levels clearly shows the advantage brought by the open space, but also the lack of clean-up required. That lack of clean-up is part of the benefit of dematerialisation.
Any sort of building system that minimises handling on site, be it taking it in or taking it out, or just moving it around on the deck, has to be an advantage on site. It just frees up space for the contractor to put his work together and to come through with his following trades. I've used Ultrafloor now on 3 jobs, and all those jobs had a very tight turnaround between the construction phase and the fitting out trades. They were literally 1 floor below, so it really speeded up construction.
And if there's an opportunity to reduce the amount of concrete and also reduce the amount of reinforcement, that delivers huge sustainability advantages.
There can be up to 30% less material used on site and very little waste to be disposed of, and a great deal less formwork to be removed. Additional benefits can include increased lettable space horizontally thanks to fewer columns, and increased space vertically because floor sections can be thinner. Speed, safety, less material, sustainability, fewer crew and less waste all lead to a smoother flowing build, benefiting both the builder and the client. Precast flooring can be used in any size construction, in almost any location. For a list of precast flooring providers and more information, go to nationalprecast.com.au